culture, you know what I'm saying?
I'm back. West Coast, we up. Gotta start off with this DJ Mustard, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll explain everything. It's been a long 2 months. Enjoy.
Hey, hey, hey. 5 a.m. in the parking lot. 4 black trucks taking parking spots. She reached in my best to see I'm soft or not. I'm hard as a motherfucker, Scott LaRock. I gave a good dick the type of hard to stop. The mash shots on to make an artist drop. 12 a.m. at the crib going ham. Rolling green, counting bacon, Sam, I am him. Will Miller through the crowd, fan by fan. Remember how we used to do it hand by hand then. 5 niggas, 1 gram, we spit a 20 damn. Not your average citizens moving like some immigrants. All these damn Zans, it be hard to remember when. Out in Lake Olympia, Jason used to whip the Benz. Drop me off in Meadow Creek, I took the boat to River Bend. I said it ain't no coming back, no way, I thought I'd lose a twin. Going up or never end, blowing up or never end. Slowing up or never end, going dumb or never end. Going up or never end. Tore it up and go again. Used to be just me and twin, now it's her and all her friends, yeah. Yeah, hey, hey. 5 a.m. in the parking lot. 4 black trucks taking parking spots. She reached in my best to see I'm soft or not. I'm hard as a motherfucker, Scott LaRock. I gave a good dick the type of hard to stop. The mash shots on to make an artist drop. Nigga, damn. Keisha got a G5 body. Tisha know how to ride that stick like a Rari. Tina walk around with her back like a Hummer. Dropped out of school to get the bag and go dumber. Was in med school, now the meds make a number. Outside, bold and beautiful for the summer. She don't wait on men, but wait a minute for the summer. Sitting in the 7, going on my 10th summer. Owe it to my fans, how we doing these numbers. Where I later pipe, might quit the job and be a plumber. Looking in the lot, but we treat it like a town, yeah. Tour around my city, let me show me. Got the basement looking like the forum. She seen the whips, now she tryna park some. Hey, hey, hey. 5 a.m. in the parking lot. 4 black trucks taking parking spots. She reached in my best to see I'm soft or not. I'm hard as a motherfucker, Scott LaRock. I gave a good dick the type of hard to stop. The mash shots on to make an artist drop. Nigga, damn.
Yeah, man, it's been 2 months exactly. Timed it up perfectly on accident, but it's good to be back. I missed y'all. Hopefully y'all miss me. We'll get straight into the anniversaries and then I'll explain a little bit of everything. So, Solange turned 38 on the 24th. Beyonce released her 4 album on the 24th in 2011. We lost Michael Jackson, sadly, on the 25th in 2009. On the 25th in 1996, Jay-Z released his debut album, Reasonable Doubt. Prince released Purple Rain on the 25th in 1984. Tyler, the Creator, released his album Call Me If You Get Lost on the 25th in 2021. Her turned 27 on the 26th. Chris Brown released his classic album Indigo on the 28th in 2019. Drake released Marvin's Room, and Dom Kennedy released his classic album From the West Side with Love 2 on the 28th in 2011. Nelly released his debut album Country Grammar, and Lil' Kim released her album Notorious Kim on the 28th in 2000. We lost Orlando Cepeda this year on the 28th, sadly. Rest in peace to him. Drake released his Scorpion album on the 29th in 2018. Brandy released her Aphrodisiac album on the 29th in 2004. Jay-Z released his album 444 on the 30th in 2017. Mike Tyson turned 58 and Fantasia turned 40 on the 30th. Chloe Bailey turned 26 and Missy Elliott turned 53 on the 1st. Party Next Door released his self-titled debut EP on the 1st in 2013. Ashanti released her album Chapter 2 on the 1st in 2003. Sweetie and Vince Staples turned 31 on the 2nd. Kendrick Lamar released his debut album Section 80 on the 2nd in 2011. Nas released his classic album It Was Written, and De La Soul released their album Stakes Is High on the 2nd in 1996. Like Mike premiered on the 3rd in 2002. D'Angelo released his debut album Brown Sugar on the 4th in 1995. Jay-Z released his album Magna Carta Holy Grail on the 4th in 2013. Mac Dre would have turned 54 yesterday on the 5th. Missy Elliott released her album The Cookbook on the 5th in 2005. And Kanye West released his single Gold Digger on the 5th in 2005. 50 Cent turned 49, Kevin Hart turned 45, and the Maori twins turned 46 today. And those are your anniversaries. Now, before I get into where I've been, I do want to say that the summer playlist, the first one was dropped on the 21st or 22nd. I believe it was the 22nd. And the second one will be coming out either as you're listening, it's already out, or it'll be out tomorrow. So on the 8th, because you're listening on the 7th. Now, with that being said, I haven't been able to get a lot done the last couple of months, besides like the daily posts, obviously, because there was a death in my family. I lost my Auntie Louise, who was the matriarch of the family. So rest in peace to her. And I know that my family is still, dealing with the fallout and repercussions of that. So keep us in your prayers. But, there's a lot going on. I had a lot to do. I've been spending a lot of time with my family, and that led me to not recording. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not tapped in and knowing everything's going on. I'm still posting every day, but I just didn't have time to get behind the microphone. But I'm back, and, these little hiatuses that be happening, they don't be intentional. The one with the beef was because I wanted to make sure everything was out, but this one was not. And, life just happened, and it just is what it is, and I'm back now, so we good. Now, in quick news, I do want to say that Klay Thompson, we already seen the past week or so, just about a week, that he's now going to the Dallas Mavericks. It was made official yesterday/today. So I want to say thank you for everything, Klay. Bay Area legend. You should have a statue, number retired, all of that one day once you are officially retired. And the hashtag that shit Klay will be legendary. For those of you who don't know, I made that hashtag. I don't know how many years ago that is now, but hella years ago. It's over a decade ago now. But that hashtag will be, MIA until, I don't know, because he's not a Warrior anymore. So that hurts. I'm going to miss him. One of my favorite players ever to play when I'm watching, you know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out to Klay. To get into big topics, I do want to say that, life based on what's been going on the last couple of months, you do want to make sure that you are close to your family. I know that some family can be assholes and you don't want to deal with your family like that. I get it. But those family members who you don't have an issue with, make sure you keep in touch with them. And if it is an issue and it's not that big of one and you can have a conversation, do that. If the conversation leads to y'all not fooling with each other no more, at least you had the conversation and, you tried. So just make sure that you keep your family close that actually matters to you. Make sure the people that you do care about, because it's not always family. Some friends are like your family. So I mean that family word to whoever's close to you. Make sure that you treat your family right, keep them close to you, and, make sure those relationships aren't going, what's the word I'm looking for? They aren't being cultivated. Make sure they are being cultivated and they aren't going uncultivated. So yeah, family is very important. Relationships are very important. Being social with people you care about is very important. So make sure you do that to at least a minor extent, especially the way the world is, or way the world has been the last 4 years, So yeah, make sure you tell your family and all your friends and people close to you that you love them, you care about them, and spend some time with them. Now, to the music. I want to speak on, before I get to, Kendrick and Drake and stuff, I want to say that Party Next Door, you are not the smartest person, because, we all seen when he tweeted out that he was going to make niggas cry. This is the exact tweet. He said, "I'm finna make these niggas cry. Bryson, Chris, and Jeremiah, enjoy the nights of your life." He said this because in their music video for their song Wait On It, they featured his ex-girlfriend. Her name's Desma, apparently. Now, I don't understand. His next tweet said, "Doing videos at 34, that bitch broke," right? Talking about his ex. Now, Party, and any other nigga in general, if your ex is doing something, this is to anyone, it should not fucking matter to you. It shouldn't. Unless y'all just broke up and then they hopped on somebody, it's none of your concern. outside of that scenario, it's none of your concern. It don't matter whether they 34, 54, 24. It don't fucking matter. So him doing this is ignorant. Like, nobody cares. So he said that, and then Chris, within the next few hours, got on the internet and he said, niggas speak without thinking sometimes, then call around to my people to trying to retract shit. No, nigga, go on your socials and apologize or keep that same energy when you see me. And then Party tweeted, how many hours after Chris said that? Chris said that at 4:15. Party said this, about 8 hours later he said, to be clear, I got nothing but love and respect for those guys. Shit happens. You look pussy, for one. I'm going to start with that. Two, again, what your ex does don't matter. And if we're going to speak about it, like people speaking about their exes, Party Next Door is the last person, one of the last people, who should be in the position to where he could even attempt to say that. Because all the shit that Party Next Door has done when it comes to women, as far as his exes and shit like that, we all know. I'm not going to go down the list. But just based on what he did with Kehlani alone, there's nothing you could get mad about your ex doing. Nothing. So, with that being said, Party, you need to shut the fuck up, because you're trying to start shit with people and you're saying things, you'll end up just like your boss. So calm it down, make your music. You had a good album. You didn't have to get on the internet butthurt about anything having to do with a music video. So calm that down. Now, I'm going to play 616 in LA for y'all just because the shit hard. And, recently, What's the Dirt did do a great breakdown of that record. Great breakdown. If you ain't watched this video, it's about an hour, but it's an immaculate breakdown. If you like music breakdowns, shit like that, watch his channel. He does a great job. I'm going to play the record, and then I'm going to get into the pop-out show, all that shit that I didn't get to speak on. But enjoy the record.
It's survival. I think somebody lying, smell somebody lying. I don't see no fire.
Off-white Sunseeker, had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, I show hub in Ibiza. Luke Cali's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me? I come from love, and still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised, let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points when beating your chest, harassing ant. Fucking with good people, make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog, that's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog, I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies, you must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tootsie slide up out of this one, it's just gon' resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets, then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life, I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KTW, know you can't sleep, these images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you, and two of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you. But let me tell you some game, cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam, they figured you out. The forced opinions is not convincing, y'all need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
Now, I know I played this record on the last pod, but that was 2 months ago, and we back, and that shit hard. So, I hope y'all enjoyed that. But the Pop Out Show might be one of the greatest concerts of all time, and it has nothing to do with the beef. The fact that we seen that many artists pop out, no pun intended, but like, they came out of nowhere. No one expected Tyler to be there. I didn't. When he came out, that shit was lit. We got to see Black Hippie reunite. For those hip-hop heads who was back in the day with it, y'all know how lit that was. Like, bro, we got to see YG come out, do his thing. We got to see G Perico come out, do his thing. We got to see hella people. Like, people from the Bay was there. E40 narrated the whole show. It was amazing. I Am Sue was there. Like, bro, it don't get better than that. Now, I will say Kamaiyah should have been there, but that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, that was a beautiful show, and I love that all of LA is basically united, and it really ain't got nothing to do with the Drake beef. Like, Kendrick got them to really put everything behind them or down for a little bit and, you know, get on that stage together for that moment. And that doesn't mean you can walk around LA with whatever hat you want. Like, don't get crazy, but it's a lot better than it was 15 years ago. So, got to give him that. Now, speaking to the beef, we all know Drake lost. He lost 2 months ago, last time I was recording, but these next, 2 months that happened since May 8th have been bad for him. It's just, he did the little BBL Drizzy rap thing. That was cool. That was good. He can rap. It's not taking nothing away. Whether he wrote it or not, it's a whole different discussion, but he can rap. Now, that song he did with Camila Cabello didn't do shit. Camila Cabello is the last person you should be collaborating with given the allegations against you. And I'm not talking about the pedophile ones. I'm talking about the culture vulture, people don't fuck with you, you racist. Well, Drake's not racist, but you know what I mean. Like, Camila Cabello has said racist shit, and here you are collaborating with her. And Kendrick just told you he don't like the way you say nigga, da-da-da-da. It just don't, you shouldn't be doing that, bro. Especially because the shit didn't even chart for real. Sorry. Stimulus package is not hitting right now. So that didn't work out. And, Not Like Us music video drops 27 million views as of the last time I looked. And that was probably an hour ago. It's been 2 days, 27 million views. It had 1 million views in 50 minutes. Yeah, shit was fire. There's a lot of Easter eggs and things that people got to watch twice, or they might have noticed it that first time they watched it. But you know what I mean? Like, just little things and little, shots at Drake that weren't necessarily in the record but are on the video. It was great. And we got that snippet, that hard ass snippet or whatever he finna have going on his next album, or it's going to end up like that song that was at the beginning of All Right and we're never going to hear it. But that was a hard ass track in the beginning of that video, and I hope that we get it. On his jacket, it had August 8th, 2024. That wasn't a custom thing that he did. That's part of a collection. But if he wore it and something does drop August 8th, 2024, because that falls on a Thursday, which would be an album release night, we gonna see. I don't know if that's a single or not. Someone tweeted, apparently he's close to Kendrick. I didn't do too much research on this, but apparently people were saying he's close to Kendrick. I don't know. He said just wait till October. I don't know if October means album drops either on Adonis' birthday, Drake birthday, something to shit on OVO, because they dropped Honestly Nevermind on June 17th, which is Pac's birthday. But I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see what happens, honestly. That's all I could think of is we gonna see. Because with Kendrick, you don't know when he's dropping nothing. This shit just gonna come out. It's not gonna be no antics. It's not gonna be no blah blah blah. It's gonna be a regular rollout. I'm gonna give you this classic music and I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna do this tour. I'm gonna go back and hang with my family, which another thing in that video was beautiful because she's talking all that shit about Whitney not being around, da-da-da. She was at the pop-out show with the kids, sitting with TDE, and she was in the video dancing on your ass. So, you know, that didn't work out. You said SZA had him wiped down. SZA posted TDE on the story. She was at the pop-out show also. You said that Kendrick didn't have no love in L.A. We seen all that was a fucking lie the last 2 months. We knew it was a lie when you said it, but, you know. Everything you said is looking real stupid. And for those people, like Drake can rap. Drake is a good artist. Drake has not made bad music outside of The Heart Part 6. That shit was ass. But for y'all to be like, oh, Kendrick won because he dropped those allegations with no proof and da-da-da-da, and oh, Drake had better bars. Stop it. You just heard this song I just played. You're lying to yourself, and it's okay. If you want to have an owl tatted on your back, you want to get fucked by Drake so bad. I'm talking to the women and the men. It don't matter who I'm talking to because both of y'all act like you want to get fucked by him. No matter what it is that makes you ride for Drake this hard, I need you to shut the fuck up and just take the L, and it is what it is. That does not mean that he's a bad artist. We're questioning what type of person he is, given the allegations that do have backup, having these parties with 16-year-olds there and all this shit. Like, we know. Like acting like you don't know after everything comes out is crazy to me. Like, we're not finna sit here and lie and gaslight niggas. And then, you know, he's never been a better rapper. Like, purely rap, not sales, not all the extra shit, which Kendrick has just broke them records. But we're not talking about sales. We're talking about pure rap. He has never been, at any point, a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar. Not one point. Ever in his whole career. It just hasn't been a thing. So, we're not finna act like he did it now, all of a sudden. So, yeah, there's that. And also, just because Drake lost and you're upset does not mean that Kendrick lied. And if, like, let's just say they both lied. One of them lied better. And it is what it is. So let's just move on. You know, if you want niggas to move on so bad, stop talking about it. And if you think that a song is being milked because it's been a month and a half, the song came out, 2 months. The song came out May 4th. It's July 8th as you're listening, or July 7th as you're listening. If you're one of those people who think this song is being milked, I need you to tell Cardi B to shut the fuck up, because she ain't put out an album in 6 years. I need you to tell Megan to stop playing, what's that record? Big Old Freak. That's a great record. Records that are good should be lasting as long as you want them to last. Michael Jackson shouldn't be a thing. You're milking it. Oh, you're milking it. Oh, you're dropping a music video. If your shit went #1, you ain't gonna put a music video out? Seriously? Oh, well, Beyonce can't talk about nothing no more because, you know, she just milking whatever she dropped 10 years ago. That's how y'all sound. Y'all sound stupid. Songs that are hits like that, actual hits, natural, organic hits, they play like this. Oh, I'm tired of hearing this. And it ain't because of radio. I'm hearing it outside. I'm hearing it all the time. Well, it's a good record. When Somebody That You Used to Know came out in 2011, 2012, you heard that motherfucker everywhere. Because that shit was hard. It is what it is. When Poetic Justice by Kendrick and Drake came out, you heard that shit everywhere. Because it was hard. It is what it is. When Drake drop a song and it go #1 and God's Plan was playing every goddamn where, that shit was hard. It is what it is. When nobody was saying, oh, he's milking this song. Oh, no one said that. It's a good record. You're upset because your boy lost. He overestimated himself and underestimated his opponent, and he lost. Sorry. So, deal with it. Now, I brought up Cardi B, and I do want to say this to DJ Head specifically. I fuck with you, West Coast, blah, blah, blah. Cool. You were on a podcast, you were on a panel with, I think it was Elliot Wilson, I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, I apologize to Elliot. But you said that Cardi B is above an album at this point. And that was some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. No artist on this planet is above doing their job as an artist. That's like telling a painter he's above painting now. That's like telling Kobe he's above playing basketball now, while he's still in the career of playing basketball. That's stupid. And he only played one good season. If a artist has one good thing that they do, all of a sudden they above it. You ain't put shit out in over half a decade and you're above an album. Michael Jackson wasn't above no damn album. Prince wasn't above no damn album. Who the fuck do you think she is? What? her own label don't think that. You know why? Because they got on the internet and said that album's coming out. Basically, whether she like it or not. Because she keeps saying she's scared of dropping music. But I don't know how fucking scared you could be to not do your job for 6 years. And I'll say 5. I'll say 5 because you know that year after you drop your album, cool, whatever. And this isn't a scenario where it's Rihanna where she done gave us 8 albums already. This is your first one and you ain't did shit since. But dropped 2 decent singles that actually did something and the rest flopped. Because I can only think of 2 good ones right now. But, you know, you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. And I'm sorry to say that. Your first album was great, but that shit was in 2018. Like, if you did something pre-COVID that was that good and you ain't did nothing since, let's talk about it, bro. You need to do something new. And that's okay. Kendrick was not above an album. We were waiting on him to drop an album because he hadn't dropped something since Damn. He was supposed to drop during the pandemic. 2020 fucked a lot of shit up. It pushed back. Like I said, I gave Cardi 5. I'll even say 4. 4 years. That's still too damn long for you to be on the internet talking about your album so much. You want to talk about milking something? You've been milking that damn album. And people have been overhyping, not even overhyping because it's not like it's coming out. They've been putting that shit too high on whatever list that they want to put it on. Like, oh, greatest albums of all time and greatest hip hop album. It is not on that damn list. Stop it. It's a great album, but it ain't that damn good. Like, calm down. So, Cardi needs to drop new music, and I know she's pregnant again. We've all seen the pictures. Now, if I'm wrong, whatever, but she looked pregnant as hell. I don't know what's going to be announced first, the actual album or her new pregnancy. Don't know. Now, I will say that she's been outside more and doing shit more and posting snippets more, but her latest snippet that I seen, all you did was get behind the mic and act like you was Ice Spice. That shit ain't it. That shit trash, bro. Nobody want to hear that. No, nobody want to hear you act like somebody else again. So I need you to relax. You was trying to be Bia 2 months ago, and now here we are, or actually a month ago because it happened probably in June. But you was trying to be Bia a little bit ago, and now you're trying to be Ice Spice. Be Cardi B. You're good at it, I think, because I know you're not always writing everything, but shit. If you that terrified, get new writers. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, but we need more music from these artists that want to call themselves superstars and icons and all this other shit. DJ Head talking about this is a global icon. She bigger than an album. No, she not. Michael Jackson was a global icon, and he dropped music. He dropped albums. He went on tour worldwide. He did what he's supposed to do. And if we want to drop it a step, because she ain't nowhere near Michael Jackson, and y'all want to compare her to Nicki Minaj so much, even though I've gone over on a previous episode that she has no comparison, it shouldn't be, because they're not even in the same era of starting their careers. Nicki Minaj drops music. She drops albums. She promotes them. She goes on tour like an artist is supposed to do. They're not above the space that they're in. No one is above the culture that they decide to be a part of or they are a part of because they were born into it. You don't get to do that. I'm not bigger than nothing that I want to be a part of. I'm not over nothing. I don't run nothing as far as, oh, I'm finna just do this because I don't have to conform to this rule of like, no, there's certain things you have to do in certain spaces as far as creating. And when you make music, you have to drop albums. You have to put out projects, or you're a singles artist who has never put out an album, or you were part of a group and you've never done solo music. Like I said, I don't put Andre 3000 in certain conversations because he don't have a solo album. And it just is what it is. I love his music. He's one of the greatest rappers to ever do it. But I can't put him on a list by himself without Big Boy because he don't have his own shit. So, yeah, got to get over it. In other news, we have albums that are coming out. Shout out to Blast and JT. Their debut albums are coming on the 19th. And we also have an album from Childish Gambino. I believe this is his last one as Childish Gambino. I'm not sure. But Bando Stone and the New World is coming out. And as far as I know, this is, NFR podcast. These niggas be on point with it. The feature list is Yeet, Steve Lacy, Georgia Smith, Fouché, Amaray, Flo Milli, Chloe Bailey, Kamaiyah Washington, and his son. A lot of good features. So we're going to see what happens. Also, Ice Spice's debut album, Y2K, is coming on the 26th. Give Me a Light was ass. I'm sorry. That shit wasn't it. The single Fat Butt was just her being Nicki Minaj for 2.5 minutes. It's fine, but we don't want to hear you being someone else. Same thing that I said about Cardi. I'm going to say it to you too. It ain't no different. Nobody is above criticism. It sounded good, but that's not you. You're trying to be Nicki, and I don't know. But was it better than Give Me a Light? Absolutely. The new snippet that you put out yesterday, because I put it on my story, that sounds good. That has potential. That might be a good record. Get back to that and the regular drill. I don't want you yelling at me. I don't want you screaming. That's not your lane. Don't do that. So yeah, we gonna see what happens with Ice Spice's album. But yeah, it's a lot that's been going on in music, man. I know that y'all have been, some people that have been messaging me like, oh, what you got to say about this, about that. Everybody's already said it these past 2 months. So it wouldn't be in my best interest to go over everything that's happened since May 8th. It's kind of pointless and going backwards. That's why I just covered the last 2 weeks on the anniversaries. But I am back, and I'm glad that I got behind the mic finally. It feels weird to get back behind the mic, but we here, and I'm going to end this off because that's pretty much everything I want to talk about. Something quick just to get out to y'all. And next week, we'll get back into the regular routine of everything. And next time I talk to y'all, I'll be 27. So I love y'all. Appreciate all my listeners, new listeners. If y'all made it this far, appreciate you. All the day ones, I love y'all so much, and I appreciate the support that you've given me the last 5 years. And like I always say, black people, stay together.
I said I wouldn't drink no more, and now right back lit. Had way too many drinks, I'm moving slow-mo. Pray to God saying I ain't drinking no more. Little baby getting like she is cool.
Now it's two-turn, baby, TT. Really saucy, know you see me. How I fuck it up, do it easy. How I fuck it up, do it easy.
I said I wouldn't drink again, but I'm back drinking anyways. 2 shots of Patron, stop drinking Hennessy. Mix it with the champagne, baby, that's the remedy. This my section and we rapping, passing out plenty drinks. If I pass it, then you sit, thug passion in this bitch. Throwing ass and shaking tits, getting ratchet, getting lit. Oh no, I'm faded, feeling good, it's amazing. Hey, pass another bottle, hey, pass another drink, hey, pass another shot. I'm gon' be fucked up through the week, TT. I said I wouldn't drink no more, and now I'm right back late. Had way too many drinks, I'm moving slow-mo. Pray to God saying I ain't drinking no more. Little baby getting like she is cool.
Now it's two-turn, baby, TT. Really saucy, know you see me. How I fuck it up, do it easy. How I fuck it up, do it easy.
I'm too turned, watch me fuck it up. With some top tier bad bitches, you know what's up with us. She just got her lips done, she tryna sum me up. Baby, you wanna ride a nigga, she told me buckle up. Baby, you only get the dick, we don't cuddle up. And my bitch hella thick, she can't cover up. If they talking about them niggas, they discussing us. If that bitch hella broke, we deducting her. I'm off too many drugs. If it ain't about a bag, I ain't picking up. I took too many shots, ate some shrooms, now I'm higher than an astronaut.
I said I wouldn't drink no more, and now I'm right back lit. Had way too many drinks, I'm moving slow-mo. Pray to God saying I ain't drinking no more. Little baby getting like she is cool.
Now it's two-turn, baby, TT. Really saucy, know you see me. How I fuck it up, do it easy. How I fuck it up, do it easy.